Evening. Back in the shed. It's actually warmer in the shed today than it was when I did this 2 weeks ago. I think it was about 2 weeks ago I did this. But it's actually warmer, and I've got a hat on, but I bet it'll get too warm for my hat. Evening, Phil. Hope you're doing well, mate. Nice to see you. Good evening. Going to have a few beers and a chat, probably about an hour, because it's going to get too cold. I apologise if you can hear the fireworks, but they're going absolutely mental. Live on an estate, and all the kids are having I'd say the parents are having the fireworks for the parents more than the kids. The kids are probably in bed. Evening, Asco. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Cheers, mate. So I'm going to have a few. I think I'm going to go for some best bitters tonight. I just fancy a few easy drinking English bitters. The first one I'm going to drink is very questionable if you can call it a best bitter, because I think it's more in the class of an ordinary bitter because of the ABV. If you've had it, let me know. What's that saying? You should have got a heater. Yeah, well, I could get a heater in there, couldn't I? And then it's a possibility. Do like having the chats in the shed. It's a lot easier, especially if someone knocks on the door and dogs go mad. Well, saying that, Ralph's in here with me. We've actually put one of his beds in here because he likes being in here so much. That's another story. So the beer I'm going to crack open first is going to be one from St Austell, and it's a Cornish Best. So they're calling that their Cornish Best Bitter. I'd say it's a Cornish Ordinary Bitter because of the ABV. Now, hopefully I can get my banner up here. There we go. 3.4%. So quite low on the ABV. A small one would fit nice in there. I could get one of them ones that, you can take camping and they glow. And if you fall over, they turn off automatic. That might be a good one to get. So it just keeps you nice and warm instead of having to wear my coat. I don't mind wearing my hats. Got this hat recently. Been down to Dorset. So I've got the Lyme Regis Brewery hat. Cover me balding head. Keeps your ears warm. Just struggle when I put my glasses on. Anyway, let's get this beer cracked open and into the glass. It's, like I say, it's 7 degrees in here. So it's a lot. I think last time I was in here doing this, it was 4 degrees. So I've got a 3-degree improvement there, which I'm happy with. Let's get the beer in the glass anyway. So I'd call this, like I say, an ordinary bitter. I have had this before, and I have enjoyed it, if I'm honest with you. It looks really good. It's got a light amber-looking beer. Nice off-white looking head forming there. Pleased with that. Got these from Waitrose. 2 bottles for £3.50. So can't grumble. 2 bottles of the, what is it called? Oh, it's on there. St Austell's Cornish Best. £3.50. Can't grumble at all at that price. Where can I put that bottle now? Start knocking things over. So it looks apart. It really does. It looks like a nice bitter. It's making me want to dive in straight away. I love that off-white creamy looking there. That looks fantastic as well. It really does. And it's just a bitter. It's a malty on the nose, a little bit nutty, and a little bit of like toffee notes there. Possibly a bit of hedgerow hop going on. But yeah, really smells great. Cheers, Jim. You not down on the farm tonight? yeah. Look like they don't know this on. Drinking hot. Oh, drinking a stout. If you're still there, let's go. Is it that one you're drinking? If you're still there, mate. I bought that, but I'm not drinking it tonight. It's the chocolate stout, and it's the Badger Brewery. I picked that out from Aldi myself. It looks like Cadbury's chocolate on the front, doesn't it? That label just makes you think of Cadbury's chocolate. You have to let me know what you think of it. Cheers, Kevin. Hope you're doing well, mate. Nice to see you. Rob, you are making me cold with all the stuff you have on. It's Kevin, it's mad because it's actually warmer than the last time I did this. I'm just being a bit nash, bit of a nard. Yes, that is the one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So you like it? You really like it? Did you get the vibes off the bottle though of Cadbury's? I just get Cadbury's vibes off that when I look at that. Cadbury's chocolate, yeah. It's Aldi though, isn't it? Anyway, let's try this beer. I'm not even got 6 minutes in. I'm not even tried the beer. Head's slightly died down. It's got a little bit of carbonation there, but cheers, everyone. That's a good beer, that. 3.4%. It's not watery, it's not thin. It's nice. There's a little bit of carbonation there, but maybe a little bit too much carbonation for me. A little bit tingly. Don't want that in my bitters. But apart from that, I can imagine that on cask being very, very smashable, very easily sessionable on cask. That's a nice bitter. The best bitter, English bitter, well, an ordinary one. Rob, send me a message on when you're available to try the Sierra Nevada beer. I haven't. Which one? The Trip Through the Woods? Do you mean that one? Is it Trip Through the Woods? Because the other one I drank and I did a review, but I've held the review back because you and Simo are going to review it. So I said I'd release it on the day you and Simo do that review. It is very nice, mate. Defo, mate. You can smell chocolate as soon as you open and pour it. Tastes very nice. Now you're putting me off it now because it's not got that synthetic taste, has it? Esco, is it synthetic chocolate or is it nice? Because what worried me when I looked on the ingredients on the bottle, it doesn't tell you anything. It just says, "What?" I may as well tell you what it says because it's here in front of me, isn't it? A rich, indulgent stout featuring luxurious chocolate flavors. Flavors. So, yeah. If you'd put like cow nibs in it or something like that, maybe a little bit of lactose, that'd make it like a milk chocolate beer, part of the brewing process. But no, I'm going to look forward to it anyway. Look forward to that. Trip beer. Yeah, I've got that, haven't I? Me, you and Simo doing that together. Yeah. Any ideas when? I'll see when Simo wants to do the Optimum. Yeah, that's the one. The Optimum. I've done that one. And yeah, as soon as you guys do it, I'll release the my review video on that as well. Spoiler, I really enjoyed it. I think it's a nice tasting chocolate, but you might find it a bit different to me. Yeah, we're all different. That's it, isn't it? You know, we all enjoy different things, and just as long as it don't come across too synthetic, because that's when I struggle with beers with a synthetic taste, and you can tell it's synthetic. You struggle to drink the full pint as such. But I may review it. I may do a video on it. What do you reckon, Esco? So do that as a separate video. The Aldi Chocolate Stout by Badger or Hall and Woodhouse. But this is very good. Just wanted something easy tonight because I was at Salford Beer Festival last night. This is it, the Salford Beer Festival. From Salford with love. So I was there last night drinking lots of different beers, tasting lots. I wouldn't say drinking lots of different beers, more like tasting lots of different beers. I really did. The ticks on the sheet. You can see, I don't know if you can see, there's all the beers on that. They're the cask ones that I tasted yesterday. And then they had a keg section. So I went to tasted all the ones on keg, which is, you can see the ticks on there on that page, followed then by double page of all the ticks on there as well. So tasted a lot of beers last night. Really, really good. I'll have a chat about that a little bit more after I've had a few more beers. After I've warmed up a little bit, I might go a bit more into the Salford Beer Festival, which is still ongoing tonight. Started on Thursday night. We went, a couple of us went last night, Friday evening. really good because all the beers on the list were all available, which is fantastic. Sorry, get back to the chat here. Okay, I need to keg my pumpkin beer. I will be in and out of chat. Cheers, Kevin. No problem. How's it tasting? I've done a little taster. Yeah, I think you should, mate. It would be good to know what you think. I think someone has had it and he said it was too sweet. Okay. Yeah. I'll do a video of it then. I'll do a video and see what I think of it. Because it's just sat there. I mean, it's sat in here because the temperature is good in here for keeping beers. So I'm happy to do that. But yeah, I'm just enjoying this. Like I say, you can hear the fireworks going off. The fireworks have been going off here since probably Tuesday, and yesterday there was people setting off fireworks like 3:30 in the afternoon when it was daylight. I don't get that. Don't make sense to me. 3:30 in the afternoon setting off fireworks. What do you get from that? A bit of noise. You can't see anything. I don't know. Just a bit odd, that to me. Oh, that's really good. I had, what do we have for tea tonight? Cottage pie for tea tonight. Mrs. B made cottage pie, so that was nice. That was warming. Some pickled red cabbage with it, which goes really well, I think, with a nice homemade cottage pie. I don't know if you know what that is in America. Cottage pie. Cottage pie is made with beef mince, and then you've got shepherd's pie. It's made with lamb mince, and it's just meat, gravy, vegetables, coated with mashed potato, and you bang it in the oven, and it's fantastic. Too fizzy. What was fizzy? That chocolate stout. It was like Pepsi. Well, that's going to be interesting then. I just said this was too fizzy, and you can hardly see a bubble in that. That's the problem. The bottled beers, excuse me, you struggle with carbonation. Some bottled beers are just overly carbonated, and it's a bit frustrating. But you can knock the CO2 out of it, I suppose, and try it, especially if you have the good old syringe trick, and then put a massive like cask-like head on top of the beer, which is always good fun and always works. Tell you what, though, this is going down really easy. What's up, Ralph? Ralph has got his bed in here, and he's got his snacks in here. Look, he's come over now. He's got his snacks in here, which he thinks is fantastic. So he doesn't mind actually joining me in here and him have a snack. Come on. Come on in. Good boy. Yeah, he's not going to look at the camera. Who's out there? That's you. That's you on there. So yeah, it's like another. It's our getaway, isn't it, Ralph? Yeah, we'll just come in here and chill. Any excuse, we'll come into the Brudio, as we're calling it. Brewing tomorrow as well. I'm actually brewing tomorrow. That's another reason why I'm on the lower ABV beers, the best bitters, because I'm brewing tomorrow, and I'm brewing on the stovetop. Not quite doing the Grainfather brew yet, on the stovetop, and it's going to be a 1909 Whitbread's Pale Ale. Now you're probably thinking, why are you looking up there, Rob? Well, I'm looking up there because when I was away in Dorset, went to, it's like I don't know what you call it, Mrs. B knows what you call them, where they sell loads of old stuff, and bought a pack of Whitbread's Pale Ale playing cards. So you can see the age on them and stuff, which is fantastic. So they're old pub cards, playing cards. And you can see there Whitbread's Pale Ale in the bottle. And just you can't imagine the amount of people that played with these. They're just like proper old-fashioned playing cards, and they're all counted them all. There's no jokers in. This one hasn't got the jokers, but I bought another set. They were $5 each. I think it's well worth it, these, for something historical, something like that. I like that. I like that sort of stuff. The fact that I'm brewing a Whitbread's Pale Ale and go and find a Whitbread's Pale Ale playing cards from the 1950s is from, and it's got a little thing on the back there, Whitbread's, is that going to focus? London Stout, Oatmeal Stout, Pale Ale, and Double Brown. So lots of little different beers there. So yeah, I found this in the Emporium, I think they call it. But couldn't believe it. I'm brewing that tomorrow. Whitbread's Pale, the 1909 version. And I thought I need to get them. I like anything like that. Anything like that, I'm up for it. So yeah, so bought them ones, and also next to them were, can you see that? Is that going to focus? The Marston's Burton Ale. Exactly the same. So yeah, same thing. Pull-out cards, playing cards, 1950s. Couldn't leave them there. Really couldn't. So yeah, picked up them, and I thought, fantastic doing that Whitbread's Pale Ale. Sorry, let me just catch up with chat there. Ooh, too fizzy. It's like Pepsi. Hello, everyone, even those from Delaware. Evening, Joey. Hope you're doing well, mate. Nice for you to pop in. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much, mate. Evening, David. Hope you're doing well, and I hope you've had some nice beers today on a Saturday. I did look at your Instagram list, but I didn't choose one this week, unfortunately. I should have another look. Happy birthday, Simo Soaps. Hello, Mr. Wilson. Hope you're okay. Rusty. Cheers, Rusty. Thanks for popping in, mate. Really appreciate that. Thank you, mate. Okay, thanks, Espo. How are you? And Twisted. It's lovely. Chat's talking to each other. Brilliant. We are okay. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Hey, Rusty, as well. Saying hello to Rusty. So, yeah, so I'm brewing tomorrow that Whitbread Pale Ale, the historical brew from my Let's Brew Ron Patterson book. And I'm brewing it on the stovetop, and it's going to go into the pinter. Apologies for my phone. That phone normally goes off when I'm doing beer reviews, not when I'm doing live. It's probably Simo. I'm enjoying that. I wouldn't class it as the best bitter. Like I say, it's more of an ordinary bitter, especially at 3.4%. But it's got enough about it. It's definitely got some nice caramel, nutty malt flavours. Happy to have that. I've not seen it on cask down south, but southwest. But I bet it's absolutely fantastic on cask as well. Mark, don't think YouTube think. Whoa, Mark, don't think YouTube like that. I have to click show. Oh, it's Mark put something. What's Mark put? Is it cold in there, or has it just been a Man United fan? Hey, I'm not complaining. How's your team doing there, Mark? How are they doing? The mighty Leeds. What did Mark put? Did he try and put something? Mark's not got a spanner. Nice one, Twisted. No, sorry, Esco. Monitoring it for me. Hope you're okay, Mark. Hope you're doing well, and I hope you enjoyed your stout. Did you go with a parking stout? Was it Abbeydale parking stout? Anyone in chat? Mark sent me a picture before. He was having a parking stout, and the parking stout was actually on at the beer festival last night, but I didn't choose to have it. And the only reason I didn't choose to have it because it's got ginger in, and sometimes ginger can be too overpowering in a beer. So I didn't bother last night. Like I say, I did have a good list of beers. What we actually did. Let me drink this and get on to the next beer, and then I'll tell you what we did yesterday at the beer festival. That is well worth 2 bottles, £3.50 in Waitrose. Well worth it, I think, anyway. You want something that's not going to blow you away, a little bit of flavour, nice sessionable beer. You like a good bitter, then I'd say grab a couple of bottles of them, definitely. Right. Let me get this next beer out. It was the old fart. I didn't like the old fart. He was only telling the truth, wasn't he? Very nice earlier. Oh, no, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Mark. Rob, do you prefer a baseball cap, bobble hat, or a bucket hat? That's a good question. Depending on the weather as well, David, to be honest with you. I like this because it keeps my ears warm. I like this. The cap's more for summer. But I'm just, at the moment, to be honest, I'm collecting different breweries and depending what they've got in. So if they've got a beanie, they've got a cap, and they've got this one, I'm going to look possibly for the cap, the 5-panel cap. I like. And then I'd probably go for a beanie. The bucket hat last. The bucket hat's a bit of fun, to be honest with you. I've got the Conway Brewery bucket hat. But I wouldn't wear that. I wear that for a bit of fun, and I do wear that to wind up Mrs. Beer, if I'm being honest, because I turn it up so I look like a sailor, and she does not like that. So, yeah, preference is probably cap I'd wear most, but in the winter, I'll be wearing beanies or this. I don't know which one suits me, though, either. I know the bucket hats don't suit me. I look all right. Something that rhymes with hat, that's what I look like. It's okay, Esco, you know you. Hogsback have all three. See what I mean? The 5-panel baseball cap. Because I'm trying to think. I was in Palmer's Brewery last week when I was in Dorset, and they had a corduroy cap, baseball cap, but it wasn't the 5-panel style. I've got the cap here, and then these guys at Lyme Regis Brewery, they had like the American baseball cap, which, you know, it looks a bit like. I'm definitely too old to be wearing one of them because it's one of the big ones with the big flap on it and stuff. That would not suit me at all. So yeah, I'll have to look at that Hogsback. If I was a Man United fan, I'd have an helmet. you are a helmet. You don't need to have one. You are one. Absolutely no better than they're not. They're actually worse. Anyway, let me move on to the next beer. So, next one. Some folk may have had this if you're watching now or you're watching later. And this is Thornbridge Lord Marples. And this is, I think they class it as their best bitter. Classic bitter, 4%. And it's bottle conditioned. Again, I've had this before. But like I say, I just fancied some bitters, some English bitters tonight. That was what I was fancying. So this is a Thornbridge. This one was £2.80 in my local bottle shop, which I think is still decent. So let me put the banner up. There we go. I sort of know what I'm going to expect. If I can find my bottle opener. How bad's that? I've also got I've got a Jaipur glass, not a Thorn. I ain't got a Lord Marple glass, but I'll put it into the Jaipur glass anyway. That's fine. I didn't even read what it said on that Cornish Best. I'll go back to it, see if it says anything different. But it was just a good old-fashioned English beer. Right. Get that beer in a glass. Can you hear the fireworks? I remember one of my live streams not so long ago when all you could hear was the rain. At least it's not raining tonight. This again's got a lovely amber looking. Oh, look at that, nice. This head's a little bit more white. So take it. I'm going to pour the whole lot in, even though it's bottle conditioned. Don't mind that. There we go. I say £2.80. It's the best bitter, isn't it? That's the best bitter. Well, I don't know if you can see that on there, but has got some carbonation in that, which I'm not looking forward to. Hopefully it dies off a little bit, but it looks good. It looks the part. Like I say, it's got a nice amber colour again, which you expect. Where I am in the northwest bitters are basically a lot paler. Think of Boddington's, and that's like your classic sort of colour of a northwest bitter. This, to me, leans to more towards like the Yorkshire bitter. I like them both, but sometimes the Yorkshire bitter just have a little bit more malt character, and the northwest bitter, I'd probably say, is a lot easier to drink. You know, it's just all preference, but yeah. Anyway, let's get a nose. This one's very sweet toffee on the nose. The last one had a little bit more malt character. This one, a sweeter toffee note from that malt. Ah, yeah, it smells good. Smells good. Let me catch up on the chat there. I think Esco's getting off. Just let me see. Rob, I'm going to go, mate. Might jump on some else for a bit. I'll chat to you on there if you come on. Cheers. Thanks for popping in, Esco. Appreciate that. Take care, both of you and Twisted. Cheers, mate. Still getting used to doing these buttons. Don't deserve a spanner. I'll sort one out for you. You're all right. I know you, even though you're a Leeds fan. Nice Thornbridge beer. Yeah. I think I've had it on cask as well. I've had Lord Marples on cask. I've had it in the local Chivton tap where Brew Club is on tap, and that was good. That looks good, that though. It looks good. Smells good. Cheers, everyone. Let's taste it. Tastes good as well. And believe me, you can see the carbonation. You can see it rolling in there, but it's nowhere. It's nothing like that on the tongue at all. I'm telling you, it's the right choice. It's the right perfect weather for best bitters. That tastes superb. It's got a little bit of the spiky English hops on the tongue. It's got that lovely caramel note, sweet malt. There's a hint of a hedgerow. When I say hedgerow, like a blackberry note there as well. And that is lovely. That is really good. That's really good. What is it? 4%. Yeah, that's a lovely beer. Oh, seen that one. Cheers to Esco. Cheers, Wilson. Did you know? Did you just say Yorkshire is the best? I didn't say that. I said I like Yorkshire bitter, and I like Northwest bitter. I like English bitters. I'm just saying that for different occasions, Yorkshire bitter suits sometimes. Not for every occasion, but sometimes. Yorkshire. I do like a good Yorkshire tea, though. I like Yorkshire tea. I can't deny that. Good cup of Yorkshire tea is fantastic. Love it. And with a biscuit as well, or some toast, or it doesn't matter actually. I just like to drink tea and coffee. Anyway, let's get a little read of that's the only problem with these hats. Getting my glasses back on over my stupid ears when I've got one of these hats on. What does it say? I didn't read the last one. Lord Marples was the first ever Thornbridge beer brewed in 2005 and named after Mr. Marples, an aspiring former owner of Thornbridge Hall. It pours an attractive mahogany, bringing forth flavours of honey and caramel. That's a sweet that you're getting, with just a light bitterness in the finish to keep it balanced, and that's that spikiness that I'm getting as well. This bottle contains fresh live beer, bottle conditioned. Yeah, that's lovely, 4%. And I will just go back and read the Austell. Let's have a quick look at that. Does it say anything on here? Just says Cornish Best is a well-balanced, easy drinking ale, rich malt. That's what I'm saying about that. The malt was a little bit richer in that one. And biscuit notes complement subtle fruit and toffee flavours. Definitely getting toffee. And a hint of bitterness. A more rich sessional ale full of character. I think they've both described the beers very well on the back. You know, sometimes you don't do that, do they, breweries? You don't describe them too well, and you're drinking something that seems nothing like it says on the bottle or the can. Yorkshire pudding. You got me on that one as well. I love a good Yorkshire pudding. I can't deny that. Had a nice bitter from Umbard earlier, just called Best Bitter. I love that. Just call it Best Bitter. Just call it what it is. It's the Best Bitter. Don't have to come up with a silly name. It's the best. Any of these? Well, my next beer, I think, is going to be called a Best Bitter. And I bought it from Waitrose. So if anyone's in chat knows Waitrose and they sell a beer called Best Bitter, try and have a guess which one it is I'm going to be drinking after this one. It's just called Best Bitter, but I do prefer that. Just keep it simple. You know what you're getting. What was it? So you enjoyed it, David? Was that a mahogany looking bitter, or is it more pale? Where's Umbard from? I can't think where Umbard from. Evening, Mr. Wilson. Mark's only just noticed David's in. Mark must have been drinking. Evening, Paul. Hope you're doing well, mate. Nice to see him. Thank you for popping in. Really appreciate it. Really, really do. So yeah, Paul, we're drinking a Thornbridge Lord Marples 4%. I'm on the best bitters tonight. I just feel it's appropriate. I don't want anything too heavy. I'm brewing in the morning. So just thought something I can, sort of still have me wits about me after I've had a few and been on here. And so best bitters, perfect for that. It really, really is. Yes, there you go. St. Peter's by any chance. That is it. That's going to be the next beer. I have never had the St. Peter's Best Bitter. I've never had it. So if anyone has had that before I even try it, is it any good? I have had the St. Peter's, what's the other one's called? There's a plum porter. Not had many of the St. Peter's. The bottle fascinates me. It's like an old-fashioned medicine bottle. Do you want another treat? You can hear Ralph shaking his head. Oh, go on then. Come on. Coming up. You're coming up. Go on then. Come on. Oh, you nearly did. You got it. Come on then. Up. The dog's like, come on up. Up. He has, come on up. Come on then. Come on. We can see you then. Come on. Good boy. Look a little bit. Mrs. B has I can't remember which year it is. This is last year. Mrs. B has to get got a dog ear cleansing wipes for him, and he has a spray. He gets yeast build up in his ear, and it's like a weekly thing. We have to keep cleaning his ear out, and if we don't do it, it's so bad for him. His ear will just flop down, but he's just shaking his head a little bit now. If you hear him doing that. Changed names a while ago now. Yeah, what? Mighty Leeds. Terrible name. What was that? Who's that? Is that someone coming in? I don't know if that was Mrs. B then. Yeah? Hey, do you want to come in? Do you want me to turn camera for a minute? So hold on, Mrs. B wants to come in now. There you go. Did you want me?
No.
Oh, you thought it was good. Mrs. B's here now to annoy me, I think. She couldn't bear being without me.
No, just bored on me. Everyone's abandoned me.
It's what?
Everyone's abandoned me.
All right, you're on your own. She's actually sat here in a big pink Oodie. A big pink Oodie.
Right.
Do you want to try this Best Bitter? Yeah. You want to try it?
I'll try.
So Mrs. B going to try the Best Bitter now. Let's see what's going on. David, what does a YouTube stand? I said it straight away. What does a YouTube stand for? What does a YT stand for? Yorkshire Terrier. Hi, Ralph. Yeah, he's like I say. Mrs. B looks after his ears for him. He's just don't know. He's quite prone to it. It's a bit of a nightmare, to be honest with you. Hi, Mrs. B. Give him a clip around the ear for being cheeky. Hey, Ralph. Give Ralph a clip around the ear, David. Can't be me. I'm never cheeky. Never, ever cheeky. She's only come in to taste my beer. To get the beer. What do you think of that anyway?
All right.
It's the Best Bitter. Nice, decent. Thornbridge.
It was bitter.
It's not really bitter.
Not really, really bitter. But
no. It's just a nice drinking
fruity.
beer. Bit fruity.
Bit fruity.
It's not her fault.
Oh, sorry, Ralph.
There you go. She just touched his ear wrong now.
Sorry.
Stop playing with his ears. Doesn't like it, do you? I forgot. Well, it's not as cold in here as it was last time I did this. It's actually going up. The temperature's going up for time Saturday.
Yeah,
so
but you're wrapped up like you're in the Antarctic. I mean, it is cold in here.
Yeah. And you're sat there with an Oodie on. Mrs. B said to me, why don't you wear your Oodie in there? Imagine me sat here with my Yoda Oodie on. Not Yoda.
Yeah, it was.
Well, it's not Yoda. It's
Oh, Baby
the
Yoda.
kid. Yeah, the kid. If that makes any sense to anyone. So yeah. So when we was at Salford Beer Festival, what we did, there was five of us there, and we'd all go up and buy like halves or thirds, and we'd all buy a different beer, and we'd all just taste each other's beer. So that's how we did it all night. So we went through a lot of beer, tasted a lot of beers, and there were some fantastic beers. There wasn't a bad beer really tasted, but my favourite one was a beer from Holy Goat, and it was a West Coast IPA. And Holy Goat, to me, are known for brewing like wild fermentation, spontaneous beers. So I was really surprised to see a Holy Goat like West Coast IPA, so I was really pleased, and it was very well brewed. It was about 8.4%, and it was decent, so I was chuffed with that. It was 24 quid, so that's to price. 24 quid, you get your glass. You could have this one, or you could have the tulip style one. You get a pen, you get your program, and you get £10 beer vouchers, tokens for the night, and then you just, if you've spent them up, you just go and buy some more tokens, and then you go up and if you ever see it before, they just tick off the money off the tokens of like £1, 20p's, 50p's, 10p's, and then whatever the beer is, they just scratch it off. Well, they'll cross it off, and that's how we did it. But for me, I think it was really good. Definitely worth £24. You get to go 6 o'clock until 11 o'clock. So you're getting a good 5 hours in there, and it was just superb. It's the first time I've been to the Salford one. It did remind me of the Didsbury one that I go to. That's also great. And also, obviously, we've got the Stockport Beer Festival. The Manchester one now, they've stopped doing, which is a shame. A bit like the Great British Beer Festival, they just put a stop to it. So it's nice to go to one of them, which was very well organised. It had good food on, and it was just really good. And like I say, the amount of beers that was on offer at the beer festival was superb, and they had the cask, the keg, ciders, and we had American beers. It was really, really good, and I definitely will be going back next year for sure. Wrapped up like Uncle Albert. You could say that. Holy Goat makes some nice impies. Yeah, that's what I mean. I know for impies, wild beers, fermentate, that spontaneous stuff, but I didn't know them for. It was an Imperial IPA. I think it was classed as Imperial IPA. If I could find it on there, I'd be able to read it out. 8.4%, but it was superb. It was superb. It was so well brewed. It was just brilliant. Cheers, Sammy. Hope you're doing well, mate. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. Appreciate it. Really do. Is it good? It's morning time for you, breakfast time. My next beer event is next Friday, tasting 6 impies. 6 impies. How much when you say tasting, how much do you get thirds? Is it 6 thirds? Or is it more than that? That'd be interesting. There was also, we didn't go to it because we were all socialising last night, like chatting and stuff, but Andy Parker was there, and Mark from Runaway, and the head brewer from Amity, and they was doing a talk on cask and keg. So they went into a separate room, and they brewed a beer, put one in cask, one in keg. It was at the actual festival, the beers, you could try them, but they did like an hour talk, and that was only a £5 if you wanted to go in, and you got to taste all 6 beers. There was the 3 breweries, the 2 versions, 6 beers for £5. So it's like, that's brilliant. That's just a really good, especially if you've got like Andy Parker from Elusive Brewing there as well, and Mark from Runaway, which is now based in Stockport. That's a good beer. That is a really good beer. Really, really is. Oh yeah. Yeah, the trip. I got that from the tour in June. Well, actually, my brother bought me. On the way out, he went and grabbed it for me because I did have the Seventh Son one from when I was 17, and I got that one. and unfortunately I lost it in the fire that we had early on this year. So he went and bought me that and give it to me to replace the one that I'd lost in the fire. So I thought, I'm going to get that put up in the brew shed, and that can be on display because I do love a little bit of Maiden. Cheers, Sammy, for that. Hello to Sammy. Cheers to Dave. Yeah, just woke up, mate. In City had Metallica. Oh, how was that? Was it good? Was it good? How was that? Was he as? Have you seen him before, Sammy? And if you have seen him before, were they as good, or do you think they've lost a little bit? Because when I went to see Maiden, because Nico wasn't there, and obviously had the drummer. Oh, I've forgotten his name. Can't think of his name. Really, really frustrating. You could tell all the songs had been slowed down slightly, just so he could keep up, and you could just tell the difference. Just wondering how you thought of Metallica. 6/3, although usually get to mop up anything left out. You can't grumble. You cannot grumble at that. You really can't. How were they, Sam? Yeah, good question. That's what I'm asking you.
Simon Dawson.
Simon Dawson, that's a drummer, yeah. And evening, Slurpee. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Hello to Slurpee. Saying hello to David. Hello. Cheers, Martin. Hope you're doing well. From New Zealand. Again, it's breakfast time. Breakfast time for you guys. You and Sammy, Australia and New Zealand in the house. Nice to see you both. And thank you, and I appreciate it dropping in. I'm just on a Thornbridge. What I'd class as, well, it is a best bitter. Bottle conditioned. Superb. That carbonation that I was worried about when I first poured it has gone, which I was hoping, and it definitely has. It's a very smooth beer now. Very, 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 very well brewed. Mm. It's nice, isn't it? It's just a nice... The best thing about this shed at the moment, it's a perfect temperature for these bottled beers. It's perfect in here for that. That temperature is absolutely fantastic. Right, I'm going to get that one down me, and I'm going to move on to the next one. Saying hello to Martin, Finn. I saw the Chinese Iron Maiden tribute band. They were called Made in China. And they advertise on most cups, especially at the bottom. Made in China. You see that on all the cups, don't you? And plates and everything. Cheers to David. And Slurpee to Finn Roo. Unreal, they sounded real professional, loud, fairly tight. Just don't have the angst like when young. I'd still recommend them strongly. Yeah. They are coming. They're in London. Is it next year? Is it London or Cardiff? I know they're touring and they're coming to Europe. I can't remember which one it is, but they're not in Manchester, which is annoying. Really annoying. Cheers, Slurpee. Martin is another Iron Maiden fan. A few Maiden fans in tonight. There we go. Lord Marples. Have I been saying Maples?
I don't know.
I've been saying Maples. It's Marples. I'm sure I've been saying, like, you know,
Maple syrup.
Yeah. If Mark's still in, you were absolutely spot on. St. Peter's best bitter. Never had this before. 4.1% this one. New to me. Well, it's not new to me. I've seen it a few times. And I'll be honest, Mrs. Beer said to me a few times, "Go try that." And I've always said, nah. I don't know why. But I mean, look at the medicine looking bottles that they have. Very unique. Very, very unique. Organic and best bitter from St. Peter's. And I know that St. Peter's also do, or they did, homebrew kits. So you could homebrew St. Peter's Golden, I can't remember what it's called, it might have been called Golden. You could homebrew the St. Peter's plum porter. I don't know if you still do it. It's the syrup kits. And I don't really go for kits, so but I'm sure still do. I've got to pick a glass for this now. Ooh, St. Peter's. You know what? I'm gonna go with a Yorkshire glass. I'm gonna go Yorkshire. You can tell that brewery, can't you? Just by looking at that. And that beer was great last night as well. The Thornbridge Union. I keep losing this bottle opener. Thornbridge Union and they did the Masham Ale with. Where has it gone? Come on, Thornbridge and Feakston's. Yeah. And that's another good beer off the Union there by Thornbridge. I think Thornbridge, I don't know, there seems to be, for me, really... Yeah, Ralph's trying to get out to watch fireworks. Really impressed with them in the last 12 months. I think they've upped the game, especially with this Union stuff. I really do. Okay, let's get this into... It's actually green, that bottle. Yeah, the bottle's actually green. It's pouring really well. There we go. Try and get it all in. No problem at all. You can definitely see the glass now. The beer's in the glass. It's got the ram on there. Born and bred in, well, this isn't born and bred in Yorkshire, is it? St. Peter's. What does it say? Well, I love looking in a minute what it says on there. Let me just catch up with chat. Okay, so where were we? Seen him twice here. Yeah. Is that Maiden or Metallica? Which one? Martin? Evening disco. Happy down Saturday. Just got back from brewery in time to check in. Cheers disco. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. Saying hello to Disco. Saying hello to David. I was playing air drums to Iron Maiden in my car. When I dropped the drumstick, I had to switch to Def Leppard. He's got one arm, the drummer. Yeah. No. Slippy. Oh, it's terrible. I'd like to brew a fresh work kit. Yeah, Maltmiller are selling fresh work kits. So you just buy in fresh work and it's ready to go and you put it in your fermenter and off you go. It just takes everything out of it, doesn't it? It literally takes everything out of it and you are just fermenting, or you're just giving your yeast food and then getting a beer out of it. Yeah, the Thornbridge, yeah. The Dark Mild, that's another good beer. I enjoyed that. Was that a collab with anyone? Or was that just a Thornbridge? Oh, that was with the guy from Brooklyn Brewery. I forget his name. Maiden. Yeah, I've seen him a lot. I've seen him a lot, Martin. A lot. One of my favourite memories was seeing him at Outdoor at Donington. That was amazing. That was the Fear of the Dark tour. I've seen him doing that. I've seen him a lot. I enjoyed him. I really do. I just like Maiden, basically. Anyway, so this beer. Talking the same colours, aren't we? Maybe a little bit lighter than Thornbridge. If anyone knows what Lucasade looks like, it looks like Lucasade to me. So it's got that bit more bright, would you say bright amber? Like a bright, look at that. Look at that in there, in them lights. You know, Lucasade. Yeah. The old Lucasade. They used to, do you remember Lucasade in a bottle? It used to come wrapped up in that plastic.
In a net.
There's like a plastic wrapping around the Lucasade bottle.
Yeah, the plastic wrap.
And when you was like feeling a bit poorly when you was younger, like your mum and dad used to give you, have some Lucasade, it'll make you better. It's always awful. Never really liked.
Original Lucasade.
Yeah, original. The head's died off now, but it did have a little bit of a white head there. Oh, this is the most muted out of the three on the nose. You know, it just smells a little bit of a malt aroma there. I wouldn't say it's got a sweet toffee or caramel, though. It's got like a biscuity aroma for me on that. Anyway, cheers, everyone. Let's taste it. That's good enough. You know what, though? I'm going to see if you got it. See if you get that, what I've just got. Slightly got it.
Metallic.
You say metallic.
I don't like that.
You don't like it. It's got this. You're saying metallic. I'm going to say skunk. A little bit like the hop has been. I wonder how long that's been sat in Waitrose under the light, because that's a green. Believe it or not, that's a green bottle, and it's got that. It's got that. What you're describing as metallic, I get, but to me, I'm describing that a bit of a skunkiness.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I think for me, the metallic overrides that skunkiness.
Which isn't.
I don't like
It's
that.
not very pleasant, is it? It's a bit. Makes it a little bit rough. Makes it a little bit rough on the palate, to be honest with you. I'm just wondering if that's been sat in Waitrose for a good time.
Is it in date?
I'm going to see if you can find a date on there, because that could be a problem. That's a risk you take sometimes with supermarket beers. I'd like to try that fresh. I'd like to try that in cask. It's just got that little bit of harshness there. I'm glad you said something as well, though. Sometimes in... you've been there, have you? Guy from Brooklyn Brewery that got Fordbridge Union Kit. Exactly, that's right, yeah, because he had a relationship with him way back when. He came over and he had a real good relationship with him. And then when he found out Carlsberg were getting rid, he got in touch with him and said, hold on, Thornbridge can do something with that. And Thornbridge did. And they went and got themselves a set, Union set, and never looked back. As far as I'm concerned, I've not had a pub. That aftertaste is not good. Not had a poor beer from the Union. I'm getting the disco nose. The disco arrives. I get the disco nose. I'm starting to feel it, starting to get sniffly, which is just crazy. I wonder what that is. Cheers to disco from Martin.
February 26th, I think.
February 26th.
I think it's very faded.
But we don't know how long it's been sat on
It
the
does
shelf.
say keep away from direct sunlight.
It does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Waitrose, our Waitrose, what's right next to the beers? Massive window. Massive windows. I think that's what's happened to that. So it's unfair to really rate that on that, because it's just unfair. It's where it's been stored. Lucas said, looks like disco piss. Disco's piss. What? Why? Has he been watching you, Disco? Yeah, where have you been looking, Slurpee? Yeah. Do you remember it, though? Lucas said in that plastic wrapping. Glass bottles, plastic wrapping.
Dead noisy, though. It wasn't even just...
It's good. I'll just mute this while I burp. Whew, need that. Timothy Taylor, Bolt Maker. There's a good bitter. That's a cracking bitter. That is a really good Yorkshire bitter. Can't go wrong with that one, Simo. Good evening from Norway, Alan. Cheers, Alan. Here is a barley wine with oak cubes that have been in gin for 8 months and then in the beer for 8 months before it was bottled. Superb. So you've basically sanitized, sterilized them in gin. Are you picking up any of the gin notes in that barley wine? Is there anything, from a juniper coming through in that beer? Are you tasting the beer? Are you drinking it now? That sounds great, though. Yeah, your ears pricked up, didn't they? With they mentioned gin. You should have got a gin and come in with a gin. Why go and grab a gin and have a gin? Do you want me to stop the camera? You go and go. Got to stop the camera for that. Oh, you okay? She's not bothered. She's got a big pink hoodie on. Are you having a Dorset one? You've got cameras in brewery sorts now. Yeah. Cheers anyway, Alan. Hope you're enjoying that beer. Can't go wrong with a Bolt Maker, Simo. Yeah, Bolt Maker. Well, that's a bitter in there. Class that as their best bitter. I would. It's bad enough a new one in the bar. Shut the beer as we get. I know. It's definitely had an issue. Mrs. B says, it does say on the back, keep away from sunlight. And in our Waitrose is a big window next to the beer rack, which is annoying. Expertly crafted in Suffolk. I bet it is. I don't think this would be a bad beer if it wasn't for that. It just doesn't tell you anything else. It doesn't tell you anything else on there. Best before C neck. Yeah. Nothing, 4.1%. Malty and biscuit aromas with a subtle bitterness. So you're getting the biscuit aroma, and the subtle bitterness has been taken over by this unpleasant taste. That's it's for me, it's skunk, and for Mrs. B, it's like she described it as metallic, which I definitely get. Yeah, I'm going to take your advice on that. I'm going to leave that because I'm not enjoying it. What's the point? You know what I mean? What's the point of drinking a beer that you're not really enjoying? And let's move on to the next one. So the next bitter, ching ching then. Let me find the glass for this one. Let's go for... Got a Dun & Massey glass here. Let's go for a Dun & Massey glass. And this one, I'll tell you when I look at the banner because I put it in an order. Oh, here we go. It's going to be Winkle beer. We're going for a Winkle beer now. Sorry, I just want to catch up again. Greetings to Alan. The gin potent disco. What does a crown with free next to it mean? It's a YouTube thing, Slurpee. To encourage chat, the more comments, the higher up the nominal rankings you go towards a crown gimmick and mostly irrelevant. I don't even know what that is. What is this? Is this on some sort of... Is it in YouTube? Is it something you get in chat or something? I don't know. No idea. Evening, Gluggy. Hope you're doing well, mate. Nice to see you. Appreciate you dropping in, mate. Good evening, Mr. B. My mate, Kegged Up Keith, is studying Aboriginal music, but he's failed his first exam. All I said was, did you redo it, mate? And he stormed out the pub and all. Hey, Slurpee, that is a... You've got massive competition there. Can't trust a brewery that has no idea which bottles to use. Are you okay? Do you want me to... Oh, I've got to pause the camera. Just hold on. Mrs. B's on her way back in. She's banging the doors around and barging in with a gin. What have you got? Dorset.
Yeah.
Oh, the one from Palmer's?
From a cap, is it?
Yeah, Golden Cap.
Golden Cap, that's it.
Golden Cap. So there's no point showing. It just looks like water, doesn't it? That's a Golden Cap Dorset gin. Palmer's Brewery down in Dorset. They've got their own gin. So Mrs. B grabbed that while we was there last week. Yeah, it's a green bottle. And it's just frustrating because I bet that's a really good beer. Thanks for not clearing that up, Disco. Yeah. I don't know what you're on about here. Is there something in chat that I can't see? You can taste a lot of a gin. It's 16%. Well, it's a barley wine. Wow. See, because you mentioned gin, Mrs. B's gone and got a gin now. As soon as you mentioned gin, her ears pricked up and she went and got a gin. Bad influence. Straight away. Gin. That's it. I'm getting a gin.
Didn't take much though, did it?
Did it? It really didn't. Session barley wine then. Yeah. Oh, Dun & Massey. Long time since I've had out from them. Yeah, Dun & Massey. So I've got the glass. I've not got the beer, have I? I've told you what I'm having. This was £2.98 from my local bottle shop. And this is a Sir Philip. I class this as a best bitter. What do they call it? What name have they given it? Premium bitter, 4.2%. So let's get that. I think Winkle Brewery just do fantastic beers, especially how can you put it? Not translate. What's the word I'm looking for? Basically, they put them in the bottle format, and it's just as good as their cask. So I think they do a really good job. Just trying to build a little bit of head on this. It's 500ml bottle, isn't it? Yeah, 500ml, 4.2%. We're in the same region again, aren't we? The colours, I don't think much have changing colours tonight on these best bitters. But again, that's got that nice amber colour, little mahogany, little white head on carbonation, super low, which is just right for me. Biscuit, toffee, caramel, and then a little bit of a hop note there. Smells absolutely fantastic. That really does. Really does. Dun & Massey are now brewing for George Shaw Brewery as well. So George Shaw Brewery have got Dun & Massey brewing their beers. Evening, Gluggy Duggy. Been watching FC United. Oh, have you? Did they win? How did you do, Gluggy? If you're still there, mate. Saying hello to you know. It's in. Don't worry, Slurpy. Dougie's Australia jokes are still down under yours in the rankings. I had a dream last night. I was getting a job off the bottom floor. It was felt his beard tickling my bollocks. Slurpy. FC lost. Oh, FC lost last minute. 1-0. Well, I was watching United today, and I don't want to talk about United. This smells lovely. Smells really inviting. Looks good. The head's dissipated a little bit now, isn't it? Straight away. Well, let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Brilliant. That is brilliant. That's super smooth. Lovely body on it. It tastes cask-like because the carbonation's super low, so it gives it nice mouthfeel. The body, the smoothness, all the malts are there. Do you want to try this? Because you've had a sip of gin now. That's just great. That's just great. That's just what you want. Just an easy drinking, best bitter. Tastes like beer, drinks like beer, and you just want to sit in a garden or sit in a pub like Slurpy in front of an open fire and just enjoy that. That is the perfect beer for tonight for me. That is just fireworks, best bitter. Drinkability is really high. I'm going to get through that one in no time. What do you think of that?
Probably the best one that I've tried.
Yeah, you didn't try.
I tried.
You didn't try the first one?
No.
Yeah, that's lovely. That's not going to last long. That's just going to disappear, that. That's going to disappear very, very quick. That's the bottle. Did I not show you the bottle? Sir Philip Winkle Premium Bitter. And I'll read what it says on there. Take my hat off to read because my glasses and the hat don't go. Daft. Amber in colour, this premium bitter has light malty overtones with classic pairing of Fuggles and Challenger hops. Fantastic. And then it just says malts, Marisotta, crystal, and chocolate. The character fact. So Sir Philip was the first man to drive across the Sahara Desert in a motor car. 4.2% Winkle Beer Company in Cheshire, basically Macclesfield. So, I've had that before, and it doesn't disappoint, and I knew it wouldn't let me down. I did take the risk with the St. Peter's, but I would like to try that in a fresh bottle. I just think Waitrose have let me down there, not St. Peter's beer. So, yeah. So let me say hello to a few more people who've popped in. A few years ago now, I came across them only because of Mrs. B buying me a bottle from the bottle shop, and then I've had all their beers now, and I really, really enjoyed them. Really do. Oh, cheers, Jamie. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. Thank you. Appreciate you popping in, mate. Really do. Damn, I've been on with Sups and missed you guys. Cheers, Paul. No problem. It's no problem at all, because I'll probably see Mr. Sups in a bit. Just like to pop on and do an hour of some beer tasting and a bit of chat myself as well. Mr. B knows, no, Mrs. B knows her stuff. She certainly does. Yeah. I'm lost when like last night at the beer festival, she wasn't there, so I was like,
What does this taste
what does this taste like? Can anyone tell me if this is any good? Is it decent? Is it good? Should I be drinking it? Love you, Iron Maiden. Cheers, Jamie. Yeah, like I say, my brother bought me that at the concert this year, the tour we went on. Not the tour we went on, the tour we went to. So we went on, me and my brother went on a tour. They're going to disappear faster than United title challenge. Oh, here we go. City fans. Hey. Saying all right to Paul. I'd say Philip on Cask 2 years ago in the Old King's Arms, Sutton, near Macclesfield. What was it like on Cask, Dave, if you're still there? Drinking out of the bottle, it's just superb. It can only be better on Cask. Hi again to Jamie from Paul. Evening, young Paul. Hi to Paul from David. Hi, Dave. My old man. This is great. Hi, Jamie from David. And hi, David. It's a lot of Davids. We've got an abundance of Davids again, haven't we? Which is brilliant. All right, Dave. When I read that, it's like, all right, Dave. What's that? Holy Fools and Horses or something? And Jamie sounds nothing like that, from Sheffield. I'm blaming St. Peter's for not using a brown bottle. That's the other thing, isn't it? Yeah. I thought, to be honest with you, when I bought it, I thought it was a brown bottle. And only when I poured it and I seen it through the light, it's a green bottle. Can you tell it's a green bottle from there? It looks brown, doesn't it? Does it? Well, can you tell it looks green? Is it just me that didn't really look at the bottle? But there you go. It's a green bottle, all right. It's a green bottle. And it's just, the beer's not survived because of that reason, which is a shame. It really is. Not a bad Winkle beer. Not had a bad Winkle beer yet. No, I've not, to be honest with you, Dave. Not any single one. Let's spend 3 hours saying hi to each other. You lot say hello and I'll just keep drinking beer, yeah? That sounds like a plan. As long as I've got these best bitters, I'm all right. My next one, David probably knows. Dave Slurpee probably knows as well. Do you know these as well, Paul? Winkle Brewery. You're from Northwest. I just love how it drinks. Just love how that drinks. Really, really good. Mr. B thought it was a brown bottle until he took his sunglasses off. Yeah, that was it, David. I was at, I don't know if you know, David, I was at the Salford Beer Festival last night. It was at the Helmsley House on the Crescent. You're going to know where that is. And it was, I have to say, it was the best beer festival I've been to by far. It was brilliant. All the beers were on. All the beers were fantastic. They had loads of cask and they had loads of keg. They catered for everyone. And the prices were good. There was places to sit so you could talk. It was just brilliant, and sampled lots of beers, and it was just brilliant. It's the first time for me, and I will definitely be going again. I've said this. It was £24. You get, obviously that's your entrance. You get your glass. You get a pen. You get the pamphlet, like your brochure, your program as such, the beers, and you get £10 in the beer tokens for the night, and it was just brilliant. It really, really was. Hello to Slurpee. Are we? Well, no, they're taking the mick out of me. I'm falling for it.
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
100%.
Oh, you. Can't believe I fell for that. Slurpee causing trouble. The Berry Beer Festival is this weekend. I didn't know that. I've been to the Didsbury Beer Festival a few times. I enjoy that. I missed it this year, Didsbury Beer Festival. We do like that one, don't we?
Yeah.
That's good. We have good live music on it, that one as well. But the Salford one now, for me, I would definitely be going there next year. It was just so good. It was so chilled. It was just everything that you wanted. Big round tables. You could all sit and chat on the tables. You could hear each other speaking. Like I say, it was just really good. Lots of beers, lots of choices. Good food on if you wanted the food as well. And they had like little separate events that you could just pay £5 for and go and have like talk with brewers and stuff. It was just really, really cool. Really good. And the best thing as well that oh no. Just let me howdy, Paul. It was good, Paul. It really was. I can go to that. Look a bit like Santa. Yeah, and the best bit was one of the lads from Brew Club, he drove there. His missus drove the car back, so we got a lift there. And Mrs. B and Abby came and picked us up as well. So it was great. Got home and just felt it was just proper chilled. It was just really good, really good.
You were surprisingly more sober than what I thought you were going to be.
Surprisingly sober.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
I mean, you were merry.
Yeah.
But you weren't like...
I don't think going to a beer festival is about getting drunk, though. It's
No.
about enjoying the beers and tasting. And like I say, when that list, the amount of beers we tasted was huge. So I think it's more about tasting than go out
That's the
and...
best way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, just go and enjoy the night and enjoy the beers. Isn't that what you say, Disco? Enjoy the beers. How superb. I really enjoyed that. Only thing wrong with beer festival, it's like drinking with train spotters. You know what? It's right.
Really is.
It is like that. It was like that last night because I was there.
United.
This is I'm there with my pen, ticking them off, examining them, reading them. I was the geek, basically telling everyone, "Oh, we need to try this one." Just show you again, so you can see the beers that we ticked. Oh, let me get that off there. So this is so there's the casks. So you can see the ones that we ticked off were all tried. Then we went on to the only thing we didn't try was the ciders. Got 2 pages of keg. The ones ticked off we
You're
tried.
still nerding out over it now.
I know. And then I think there's another page of keg. And just ticking off the ones that we tried. And yeah, I get what you're saying, Dave. It's like, yeah, I think I was the worst one, mate. Honestly, I think I was the worst one.
Is anyone surprised?
No. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you guys shouldn't come to a beer festival with me because I will piss you right off the way I am. Planes better than trains, and I work on the trains. The last 2 hours at the Isle of Man Beer Fest, then we're back in the pub. Yeah, 5 hours, 6 till 11 it was, the festival. But it was. I love being a geek, though, don't I? I really do. I love geeking out on things. Love geeking out on beers. So I will be the train spotter. I will be that train spotter for everyone. Right. So the next beer, this one. Another best bitter, and this is Bollington's Best. Bollington's Best Bitter. This is on cask in my Where We Go Brew Club, the Chipperton Tap. 4.2%. Again, I think it's another great beer. I really do. Bollington beer. Bollington Best. Sure you've had this one, Slurpee. Sure you must have had this one. Rob, you are beer knowledge. Yeah, I wish. Slurpee beer knowledge. Yeah. Cheers, David. Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate it. Take care and have a good night's sleep, mate. Disco and Dave Wilson. We're not going around saying hello to everyone again, are we? Too many beer guys to mention. Hey, Paul, train went over my foot the other day. Doctor said it served me right for wearing platform shoes. It's terrible, isn't it? Right, I'm actually going to go for the George Shaw Brewery glass for this one. This was £2.80. Again, this was in my local bottle shop. Not too sure if this is bottle conditioned, and I've cracked it. You know, this will look different. This will look more like I think this will look more like a Northwest Bitter. When I was going on about Northwest Bitters and Yorkshire Bitters, this might look like a Northwest Bitter. See how it's more gold? Well, slightly more gold, isn't it? Let's go straight in there. Nice head forming. Ooh, super. Get it all in. There we go. How's that? How is that in that George Shaw glass as well? Lovely, lovely white, creamy looking head. Paler than all the other beers we've had. This is what I class as a Northwest looking bitter. Dave knows a lot more about that than me. So think of Boddington's. Northwest Bitters, lighter in colour. This is coming in at 4.2%, and it's won a Bronze Award Best Bitter category. Bollington Best Bollington Brewery. Yeah, another decent brewery. I think so anyway. The platform, yeah. Got Mrs. B on that. Had this in Bollington Brewery, tapped the veil in. Excellent pint. Yeah, I knew you'd have had this one. I don't know if Paul Greenwood, have you tried Bollington's beers? Looks fantastic. That creamy looking white head on that as well. Just looks superb. Again, next to no carbonation. I just love that. Winkle did it and Bollington have done it. Oh. See, this has got more of a hop forward. Really vibrant, refreshing, hedgerowy, British, English smelling hop note right on the front. And a lovely, lovely malt note just at the back of it. That smells fantastic. Just smell that. That's probably the best smelling one of the night.
Yeah.
Smells fresh. Smells really inviting. Cheers, everyone. That's lovely. It's floral. It's more of a hop forward bitterness and flavour there, which I would associate with a Northwest. Keep saying bitters, best bitters, Northwest bitters, Yorkshire bitters, but a Northwest bitter to me is more. This is more in line with that. A little bit more hoppy bitterness there. Very drinkable. Gives you a dry palate, makes you want to go back in. The drinkability is really high. That is superb. That is absolutely superb.
Are these fireworks that are going off like what's in your head when you get a beer that you like?
Yeah, the fireworks go off. Fireworks go off as soon as that is superb. I have to say, I can easily say now that has pushed Winkle to the second for tonight, and Bollington have just took the number one spot for me. That is fantastic. That is a proper bitter for this area. That is superb. That's just really refreshing. It's just everything about that. It's so good.
Like you say, it tastes fresh.
Oh, saved the best till last there. That is superb. Can't get over that. Wow. Fantastic. That is just blown my mind out. After tasting them best bitters and then that one hitting the spot right at the end, being like, that is the ultimate. That's fantastic for me. I was sitting next to a lovely Thai girl on the train. Please don't get an erection. Please don't get an erection. But she did. Yeah. Yeah, a few Bollingtons. It's fantastic. Look at it. Look at the lacing. Look at that. It's just. I only got one bottle. What did I pay? £2. Oh God, I've lost the lid. I don't know which one I did now. Did I say how much it cost me? £2.80. £2.80 for a bottle of Best Bitter that tastes like that. Honestly, give me that bottle of Best Bitter from Bollington over most of these New England IPAs. Honestly, it's that good. It's that drinkable. It's superb. It's just really good. Really, really good. Sorry, I'm banging on about that now. On Dizzy Blonde now, apparently they had to change the logo due to it being Dizzy Blonde. You've gone from Timothy Taylor's Bolt Maker to Robinson's Dizzy Blonde. You're off your head, you. You're off your head, Simo. Not a fan of Dizzy Blonde, Simo. I'm a bit pissy. What do you think? Well, that's what next door's dog thinks. Don't drink it. It's because it's Michelle from Rate My Beer, Simo. She'll knock your head off for that, Paul. Hallsperry is more of a darker style. Yes. Then you get the JW Lee, don't you? It's an okay beer, Dave. If it's on tap, I'd give it a go again, see if it's changed in any way. Which one are we talking about there? Dizzy Blonde? Oh, I'm not into it. But it's Robinson's and me, innit? Robinson's and me just don't get on. But they have changed now. They've gone to Bredbury. They're brewing in Bredbury rather than in town centre Stockport. They're going to be using different water. I went on the brewery tour and I asked him what you're going to do about when you're brewing now. And he said, they're basically going to use the tap water. They're moving away from the well. So they're going to be using Corporation Pop. So they're going to have to do some treatment in that. Put some salts in. I feel like I've lost my comment here. All right, Mank. So she's doing a fantastic review. All right, Mank. Who's Kev C8759? You're right, mate, as well. All right, Mank. The sales of fireworks this time of year have skyrocketed. Oh, nice for you to say hello as well, Kevin. Appreciate you coming in. I don't think I've had Dizzy Blonde on tap since Cheltenham away, 2014. Remember, it was a bit hoppy and not my thing. I'm not even going to go there, Robbie's. Trooper, Old Tom, and to be honest with you, they're starting to do some of this keg stuff, which is all right. Let me just mute this. Needed to get out. You see, but I've got to give it a go. Let's see what happens with this water, changing water and doing. I'm so interested what they're going to do with the salts. It's going to be interesting. Really interested. Disco knows you heard me.
Yeah.
It's disco.
It's not bad.
It's disco. Honestly, disco comes in chat. I get a runny nose. I'm telling you. Disco does it on his. He passes it on. It's catching. If you do it live and you do beer tasting, you have banners. You get the nose. You get the runny nose has to come with it. It's all part of it. When in the Vale, we suck Bollington Bitter and the Long Hop, both nice. Long Hop, yeah, that's the one in the Chiv. So the Chiv have the Bollington Best and Long Hop. Great beers. From a brewery, it's probably well under the radar. It's well under the radar. I bet a lot of people don't even know about Bollington Brewery, and they are under the radar, but they do fantastic trad beers. They really, really do. Timothy Taylor's Dart was called Ramtam, yeah. It's landlord with added caramel. I like that as well. Yeah, Timothy Taylor Dart. No, yeah, the old Ramtam. As long ago I had entirely forgotten that Dizzy Blonde was Robinson's. Yeah, I've not forgotten that one. More Cheshire than Mankies, Rob. Yeah, Stockport, Cheshire, Greater Manchester, since 1974, which was the year I was born. So, not Cheshire for me. Greater Manchester now. Bramhall Bob, they call it. Not had it for a long time, Dave. It's okay. Kind of average, like most Robs. Not bad. bad, not good, just okay. I get that. But I'd prefer to have Robinson's orange juice over it. You make me think it's having a runny nose while it's not. I'm fairly certain the cold shed. I'm fairly certain the cold shed has something to do with it, and I'm not in a cold shed ever. It's not the cold shed. It's Disco. It's you. You pass it on. It somehow it works its way through YouTube. And then you pass it on to the next one who's going to do a beer tasting and chat, and it works like that. But I think
Dad had a runny nose and he's gone in just to get warm.
Yeah, I just think we bat it onto it, and it's not as cold as it was. It's 10 degrees now. The temperature's going up. Temperature since you've arrived, the temperature's gone up.
It's warm everywhere.
Yeah, I'll have to take off all our clothes soon. That song. It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, no.
Well, this is a fantastic beer. Really, really chuffed with this. I don't know if you've seen it, Disco and Dave. I got these while I was in Dorset from Emporium, isn't it? Or something?
The Emporium.
Playing cards from 1950s Whitbread's Pale Ale, which I am brewing tomorrow on the stovetop. The 1909 Whitbread's Pale Ale I'm putting that in the pinter, and the Marston's Burton Ale, 1950s set of cards. And I showed it earlier on the stream, but they slide out. You can imagine if these cards could tell a story. You can see the age on them. You can just see the age on these cards. Superb. That's a bit of me, a bit of geekiness for the brew shed, and I just thought superb. And fancy coming across the Whitbread Pale Ale, especially as I'm brewing it tomorrow. So I thought I've got to buy them. Got to buy them. Really, really fantastic. No, here comes all those cards are ace, yeah. You're the Joker though, aren't you? Hey, Dave's the Joker. So you've got an abundance of Daves again. So many Daves. Disco Dave, Slurpy Dave, David Wilson, Dave. I hope you got a good deal on those cards, Rob. See? Jokers in the pack. I've got a set of bone dominoes over 60 years old. That's what I mean. Imagine you could just tell a story from them. That'd be brilliant. It really, really would. I'd love that. Anyway, chaps, I have to say that was fantastic. Beer order. I'm going to go from bottom. Obviously, St. Peter's is going to have to come bottom for me tonight on the tasting. Next to that, only because there's got to be a little bit of an order, Cornish Best, 3.4%. That was a good beer. 2 for £3. £3.50, £3.
$3.50 for the 2.
Yeah, in Waitrose. Cornish from St. Austell. Decent enough beer, 3.4%. I'll put that in fourth. Third, Lord Marples from Thornbridge, bottle conditioned. Again, a decent bitter. Second, I didn't think it was going to be second, but it is. It's the Winkle Sir Phillips, best bitter. That's a good beer. They've all been really good beers. The only one, the St. Peter's one, obviously, has let me down. And the best of the best bitters tonight for me has to be the one that's just below Bollington Brewery. Bollington's Best, 4.2%. It's just brilliant. It really, really is. So yeah, thank you for everyone that joined. Said hello. Even if you didn't say hello, just thank you for joining, interacting, viewing me, watching. So let me get these comments. My nose is gone. My nose is gone now. It's definitely sniffly. Old school memorabilia. I love it. Yeah, I've got a set of Boddington's cards. Wow. Boddington's ones. I've got Boddington's glass there, but it's more of the modern Boddington's glass. That's ace. That is ace, though, literally. I was playing 5 and 3 dominoes in the pub when I was 16 using a proper crib board with matchsticks, not being out of the pub since. You know what? My mum and dad used to play crib on that, and I remember it counting up, and I still don't understand it now, to be honest with you. But my mum and dad used to be in a darts team, the crib team, and then when I was a bit older, I joined the pool team. So they was playing darts and crib, and I was playing pool. So we was in some sort of team in the local pubs. It was brilliant. Do they still do that now? Don't hear it. Really don't. Cheers, Mr. and Mrs. B. More Mrs. B. She did all the work. Cheers, Dave. Appreciate you popping in. I appreciate every single one of you popping in. I'm going to say thank you. I'm going to say good evening. I might go and see Simo. I might stay here. Might go and move into a different room. I don't know. Cheers, Rob and Mrs. B. Nice set of slurps. I'm off to try to finish writing tomorrow's brewery quiz. I have 1 round so far. I'm sure if Dave reads that, he's going to come up with something comical about that. And I just want to say thank you to everyone. I need to play with those.
He knows he's doing my head in.
I blame Disco. Disco knows. Cheers, everyone. Thank you. And I'll see you. I haven't got an outro. I've got some weird thank you thing that comes up. I'll see you on the next one, which may be next weekend. It won't be the weekend after because it's Mrs. B's birthday weekend. And she's reaching that big number.
What? Don't even lie.
40 something. She's getting there. But thank you, everyone.
Plus that.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate every one of yous. And you just the interaction just makes it for me. I just love this. It's brilliant. Thanks, everyone. Cheers. I'll see you on the next one. There we go. Cheers.
Fucking joke.